to our webinar series about campus resources. So we do have Campus Police with us, as well as the Academic Resource Center, Parkhurst Dining, and the Health and Wellness Center. So if you guys just want to go ahead and introduce yourself and maybe a little bit about your role, and Chief Weaver, we will start with you.
All right, my name is Jim Weaver. I'm the Chief of Police at Marietta College. I've been with college now about 12 years. So in my department, as you can imagine, we deal with anything that has to do with anything legal or enforcement of laws and policies. But on top of that, we also deal with IDs, parking permits, parking enforcement, things of that nature. My department wears many hats. We are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I always tell everybody, if you don't know who to call us. If we don't know the answer, we know how to get the answer and we'll get it for you. We're a very community-oriented police department, so we strive for customer service aspect. Never hesitate to reach out to us. We're always happy to hear from you.
Thank you. Amanda, do you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Amanda Heaney. I'm the director of the Academic Resource Center, which on Marietta College's campus is our learning center. And so we offer academic support for students outside of the classroom. We're kind of known for a couple of different high points, which include our tutoring service, which I'm very excited. We just found out this past week that we were renewed for our CRLA certification. And so that's the College Reading Learning Association certification process that we are one of 1,100 schools worldwide who have this credentialed system where we train our tutors and work with our student tutors to help to be able to provide the very best service to our students. So we have tutoring services as well as the Writing Center under the ARC. We also are the Office for Disability Services. So we provide accommodations and access for students who have disabilities. We do academic coaching, so we work with students from a number of different perspectives, things like time management or reading techniques and strategies, or how to study better or how to take notes in class. We'll provide a number of different individualized opportunities for students to come in and sit down and talk through what their needs are. So we overall just are kind of the academic support outside of the classroom.
Perfect. Thank you. Adria, do you want to talk a little bit about your role?
Absolutely. My name is Adrian Hanley. I'm the general manager for Parkhurst Dining. We're the dining services on campus. We have lots of different options. We have 6 different locations on campus. We have Gilman Student Center, Gilman Dining Hall and Gilman Student Center. It's a traditional all you care to eat dining facility. We have all kinds of great options there, from a fresh cut salad bar, homemade baked goods, soups every day, to a made-to-order deli. We have an omelet station. We have chef-attended international cuisine, and as well as home-style options. So lots and lots of different choices in Gilman all the time. We also have 5 other locations on campus. We have Red Brick Barbecue, which is a barbecue favorites location in the Gilman Student Center. It's open for lunch during the week. We have a location called the Gathering Place, which is a concession stand in a space where we have a lot of student programming. We also have Clappity Cafe, which is our proudly serving Starbucks location on campus. The Pioneer Pit Stop is our convenience store, and then Izzy's. So a couple of important things to know about us is we are a regional company. We're a company that doesn't get tied into a lot of menus and things that were sent from corporate. So we like to listen to what students need and what students want, and especially look to talk to students with dietary considerations or food allergies. So those are questions that I can help answer this evening.
Perfect. Thank you. And last but not least, Lisa, would you like to talk a little bit about your role at the Health and Wellness Center?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa Skye, and I am the Center for Health and Wellness coordinator of the Dr. J. Michael Harding Center for Health and Wellness. We have been there for the beginning of the next academic school year. We'll have been there for 9 years, and I have been here since we opened the center. We are an integrated center which offers medical services and counseling services for no charge to our students. It is included in your tuition, and we do not bill health insurance. So that means you can use our services as much as you need to. And we also can provide antibiotics for you if you come in for illnesses. And our counseling staff members are available 24/7 in the event of an emergency. Campus police can contact those folks. So in the event that there is a crisis, they can come in and see you. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5. We do prefer that you make an appointment if at all possible. We understand that you can't plan illnesses, but we are here to help see students succeed and continue to be healthy, both medically and mental health wise, to be successful during their academic career.
All right, thank you. And I'm Lane Archer. I am an admission counselor at Marietta College. So if anybody tuning in has any questions, feel free at any time to type them in the chat or Q&A, and I would be happy to read them off and ask our panelists. So again, feel free to ask questions at any time. We do have one question already. So can my daughter have her car on campus her freshman year? So Chief Weaver, are you able to answer this one?
I absolutely am. Yes, she can have her car on campus her freshman year. A little bit about our parking permit application process. Freshmen do need to go to our website and fill out the application and submit it to the police department. That allows us to get all the information put into the system. There are three designated parking lots for freshmen. They're all located on 4th Street. So she is absolutely permitted to have it. She can absolutely get a parking permit. The only thing I can't guarantee is it doesn't guarantee that there's always going to be a parking spot available. That may scare a few people, but there is also public parking around us on 4th Street, on Putnam Street, on 5th Street, 6th Street. There are several areas around us that you can still find parking. And then there are a couple lots that are brand new to us that are a little bit further away that she can park at as well. And something else that we offer at the police department is what we call safety escort. So if someone doesn't feel comfortable or safe walking from one place on campus to another, they can call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we can come pick them up and give them a ride. So she's welcome to take advantage of that as well.
Thank you. Lisa, it looks like we have a question for you. Does the health center give weekly allergy shots to students?
Yes, we can do that if there is a letter indication from the prescribing allergist or dermatologist, whatever the position might be. Just send that information with it and we will do the allergy shots weekly. We like to schedule those. And we do that at no cost whatsoever. So they just need to provide that information as to the dosages and such, and we keep in contact. We have the students sign a consent so that we can communicate with the allergist office so that we can renew the vials whenever they're running low and that sort of thing. It is the student's responsibility, however, to get us that allergy medication. We can store it in our refrigerator in our office so that way they don't have to take it back and forth or have it in their residential hall.
Thank you. We have another question. Is the tutoring a free service? So Amanda, I think this one's for you.
Yes, it is. And absolutely. Our tutoring services are free for students. We have tutors who are going to be able to provide a lot of the first, second, and third year classes, not an issue. The only time that we really run into a hiccup is when we get into those senior level classes where hopefully the seniors graduated. And if they didn't, then I probably wouldn't want them to be my tutor. So we provide tutoring services for subject tutoring and have recently, due to the pandemic, discovered that our student tutors have been tremendous in being able to do online training to provide online tutoring service as well. So this was something that we had intended to explore prior to our services going to, remote service, but we are excited about the opportunity to be able to provide these additional online options as well. Sometimes a student may only have 45 minutes or an hour between class and having to run to practice. So this is going to help solve some of that issue where they might be able to log on and do a Zoom tutoring session for a half an hour, get changed, and run out the door to get to practice on time, instead of having to take all the time to walk clear across campus. And I'm over exaggerating because our campus isn't that big, but it will save some time, and it'll give students an opportunity to do a couple of extra things before they have to run off and do their next thing. So tutoring services are free for subject and writing services.
Thank you. So actually the next question is for me. When is the deposit deadline, and is there a date students need to commit so they don't lose their financial aid package? So the national candidate reply date is actually May 1st. So pretty much all colleges and universities across the nation ask students to submit their deposit or commit to their school of choice by May 1st. So that is kind of a soft deadline for us here at Marietta. So if you don't quite make it on May 1st, you won't lose your financial aid or any of your scholarships. Next question, when do students get their parking permits? And I believe it's during PioConnect, the first week of classes, but Chief Weaver, can you verify that? And you're on mute.
So typically we do pass out the parking permits at PioConnect, and that is the first week of classes. If you are a first year student, there is a special PioConnect for when you are moving on to campus, in which you would pick it up there. With the pandemic, I don't know what we're going to be looking like in the fall. So as a backup, my office is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and there's a dispatcher there at all times. You're more than welcome to come down to the police department and pick it up from the dispatcher. We're located on 7th Street, and we're right across the street from Tim Hortons. And no, I did not ask for a donut shop to be built across the street from the police department.
Thank you. Let's see, Adria, question for you. My daughter has dietary restrictions. She's a vegetarian. So what can we do to help her with that?
Absolutely. And forgive me, you may hear my 2-year-old in the background. She's not in bed this evening, so I apologize. So for a vegetarian, need to go back in the other room. Thank you. So for a vegetarian, we're going to have lots and lots of options on campus already. That's one of the dietary considerations that we program for on a regular basis. So we just ask that, again, at that PioConnect, they do fill out just a quick form because it gives us the ability to check in with them. So all they would need to do would be give us their name, which meal plan they're on, what year they are, and then kind of give us some of their favorite foods, right? Because we're small enough that if somebody is, for instance, a vegan and has a favorite vegan breakfast sausage alternative, right? We'll bring it in for them, right? We'll make sure that we've got those things that they really love. And then we'll reach out to them a few weeks after classes have started and just say, hey, how are things going? Are you seeing the options that you're looking for? Are you getting enough things to meet your dietary requirements? And kind of go from there. But yeah, for a vegetarian, nothing they really need to do, but we do ask a courtesy that they just kind of give us the heads up so that we can make sure we're meeting their needs appropriately.
Thank you, Adria. Chief Weaver, another question for you, I think, but I think everybody could probably chime in on this one. Is Marietta a pretty safe town?
Oh, yes. I get that question a lot. Yes, Marietta is a very safe town. I will say bad things can't happen anywhere. Obviously, that's why we're there. But Marietta is generally just a very safe place. Marietta College is even more safe. To give you an idea, like I said, we're on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Typically, I have anywhere from 2 to 5 officers working on a shift, and that's around the clock, depending on what's going on. If we have events happening in the area, then I'll bump up my staff. My staff is always walking through residence halls. They're always on patrol. We have a very good working relationship with the area police departments, and we know most of the people who don't belong on campus, so we are able to recognize them pretty quickly, and we're very good at having conversations with them and keeping our kids safe. So yes, Marietta is very safe.
Thank you. Great questions. Keep them coming. I do have a question for you all. What is your favorite place on campus and why? Lisa, I'll let you go first.
Honestly, I would have to say, to be honest, probably the mall. And the reason why I say that is because I am the furthest away from everything on campus. I am all the way down at the other side of campus. And it's not very often that I get to go up on campus, but I absolutely love the mall because it's always, in the springtime, the flowers are out. In the fall, it's just a very beautiful campus, and it's lovely to walk around and see everything in bloom or just nicely trimmed. I mean, our physical plant does a wonderful job at taking care of our landscaping around there, and our buildings are just, the history behind everything is just magnificent in my opinion.
Thank you. Excuse me. Adria, your favorite place on campus?
Yeah, actually, one of the things that our president has done is put these great Adirondack chairs around campus. And so there are some on the patio area kind of outside of my office. And so I like that. Again, it does kind of look out over the mall, and it's just a nice place to get out and see. But, you know, we can see kind of everyone kind of coming in and out of the student center, and that's nice too. So.
Thank you. Amanda, your favorite place?
I mean, there are so many places on campus that I really enjoy, right? So it's a beautiful campus. There's a lot of different unique architectural styles that you can find, and every place has kind of different folks that you can kind of go to, and you're going to see different folks who are going to pop up. I am a huge fan of sports, like all sports in general, particularly though my daughter plays softball, so I'm a big softball fan. And so I really enjoy going over to the softball field. Once I'm there, even though I'm still at work, I'm not on the clock, and I can enjoy just kicking back and watching the game and watching our students compete. And my family's usually there with me. So it's just a really nice place to go. It's gorgeous. We have a tremendous field at Marietta College, and so I would say that's probably my favorite.
Thank you. Chief Weaver, favorite place on campus?
I'm going to cheat a little bit because not everybody can get to where I'm going to say, but the bell tower. I really like the view from the bell tower. For those of you who aren't familiar with the campus, that was the first building built with Marietta College, and there is a balcony on top of the bell tower, and it has a magnificent view of Marietta. So that's my favorite spot.
Thank you. My favorite spot is also the mall. I feel like there's always fun, exciting things going on out there, like de-stress with dogs. That just happened. I think it was like last week. Is that right? Recently. And I was so sad because it was virtual, which was still pretty cool, but not quite the same. But that's definitely one of my favorites. We did have another question come in, and Lisa, I believe you will be able to answer this one. My son sees his counselor on a regular basis. Is there anything that you offer to substitute what he would be missing while he's away? So would he be able to talk to counselors and kind of pick up right where he left off with his counselor?
That's a very good question. And absolutely, our counseling staff is there. If they have a relationship with a current counselor or therapist, psychiatrist, psychologist, there might be a thing where we might request that they sign a release of information so that the counseling staff can remain in contact with their current therapist, medical or provider, whoever it is that they're currently seeing. Also, if there's a medication that's involved with that, a lot of times we can do some refills if they're in the event of an emergency, or if they run out or something until they can get back home or something like that. We can do a courtesy refill as well, but we can continue that relationship and remain in contact with them so that they can stay on track for their mental health behaviors and what have you.
Thank you. Amanda, another question for you. My student gets extended time to take tests in high school. Is that a thing in college as well?
It certainly is a thing in college as well. So any student who may have had an IEP or a 504 in high school are likely going to be eligible for accommodations at the college level as well. Anyone who can come in, you don't have to have had these official documents on place. We'll have some students who will say, you know, I've always struggled with attention deficit, but I really never put anything into place. College might be that time where you find that it really is necessary to level the playing field. I know sometimes folks can feel like there's a stigma with having to receive the services that they need, but when we are providing academic accommodations, it is not a matter of putting anyone an advantage over. It is leveling that playing field and being able to help students have the access to the services that they need to be able to do their very best. And so one of our most common academic accommodations that we provide is additional testing time in a reduced distraction environment. So students will actually come to the ARC. We have a testing lab where they will be one of 5 people in the room. So it's not a matter of sitting in a full classroom with everybody, you know, worrying about who's finishing first or listening to the clock tick or someone tapping their toe. We really try to take away some of those distractions, and the extended time then gives students the opportunity to allow to process the information that they're looking at so that they can do their very best. So yes, those are services that we provide. Students would just need to come in and set up an appointment with Kristen English in our office. Kristen is our assistant director who handles disability services, and the process can begin as early as now. So as students are depositing, if they want to reach out and connect with us, then we can provide the information for either a way to fax or to scan your documents to us so that we can get the ball rolling, so that day one we're able to start the process and get the accommodations in place. Excellent question.
Thank you, Amanda. Another question just came in. Will students need laptops? And if so, what brand is preferred? So I think I can take this one. Laptops make life much easier in college, so we highly recommend that you do bring a laptop with you. And it doesn't really matter which brands. Our library has, you know, Mac and Windows both. So you could always use a computer or desktop there. But again, I think it'll make your life so much easier if you do bring a laptop with you. And then the next question, where can I purchase spirit wear right now? I assume the school store is closed currently. So I don't know if it's completely technically closed down. You can order stuff off of our website. So if you get onto marietta.edu and just search the bookstore, you should be able to find some stuff there. And Adrian, I saw you shaking your head. Is it completely shut down? You're on mute.
Yeah, the actual physical store is shut down, but they are still fulfilling orders online.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, just check out our website and you should be able to purchase some stuff there. So you guys have some great questions. Keep them rolling in. I also just want to remind everybody that is tuning in right now that this is part of an entire webinar series. So there are different topics happening throughout the next 2 weeks or so. So be sure to check out your email. An email was sent to you last Friday, April 17th. And it has the full schedule and where you can log on to check out those different webinars. So just be sure to do that. And hopefully this will help you make your final college decision a little bit easier.
Lane, following up on your last question, your last inquiry.
Okay.
Yes, you can purchase logo apparel is currently 25% off with free shipping.
Oh my gosh, why not? Thank you, Amanda. And Amanda, we have another question for you.
Okay.
So are the Academic Resource Center services free?
Yes. So all of the services that we provide are included as part of the tuition and fee structure that students are already paying. So the services that we offer in terms of the academic coaching and the opportunities for tutoring and any of the support that we provide is absolutely free.
Perfect. Thank you. Another dining question. What is the most popular meal plan for freshman students?
So the most popular meal plan for freshmen is the PIO 14. That's the one that they default to. So all residential students that come in as freshmen will have the PIO 14 to start. And they have the option of going up to the PIO 19. So just a little bit about what that means is the 14 is the number of meals per week that come with the plan. And what we typically see are students that who are athletes tend to go up to the 19. The nice thing about those 14 or 19 meals is that it isn't just for the main dining hall. It's the main dining hall and 4 out of our 6 retail locations. So they have lots and lots of options as early as 7 in the morning or as late as midnight to use those meal swipes. So even if your student isn't an early morning person, they might decide that they're a late night person and want to go grab something late night from the Pioneer Pit Stop or from the gathering place. So there's lots of different ways to make sure they get the full value and the full use out of that. And those meal plans do also come with what are known as dining dollars. So those can be spent in any of our locations. So your student's a big coffee drinker or, or likes to, we've got some other things that are supplementary, like Ben & Jerry's, some of that kind of fun stuff in our different locations. So that comes built in as part of the meal plan as well. So yeah, lots of different options and flexibility within those meal plans.
Thank you. Chief Weaver, would you like to talk a little bit about the Pioneer Alert System?
Sure. So the Pioneer Alert System is something that my dispatchers are very familiar with. Anytime something is happening on or around campus that we feel the campus and the campus community needs to know about, we'll send out what's called a Pioneer Alert. And what that does is it'll send you a text message. It'll then, if you don't answer the text message, then it'll give you a phone call. If you don't answer the phone call, then it'll send you an email. And all of those will give you the information that we're trying to get out there. So typically, some of these can also come from from Tom Perry's office, the Office of Communications. Sometimes he'll send things out that are less emergent. For example, the possibility of a flood or something like that, something that we have a little bit of time before it's actually going to come. He may send out a notification like that. If it's something immediate, you'll get something from the dispatcher, and it'll be something short and sweet, just so you know what the danger is, and that'll always be followed up with more information. So once you get one, keep your eyes peeled for more. Typically, we don't have to send out very many. Most of them are coming from Tom Perry's office, and most of them are weather alerts or something related to that nature. But if you get those, that's, and I believe you're also automatically signed up for those through your, am I correct in that, Wayne? They automatically get signed up for those.
They can opt into it when they enroll as a student.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And parents can opt in as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question. And I think that this could be for all of us. I heard at another webinar that the college has something fun planned for current students because they are missing out on so much of their high school milestones right now. Can you speak more on this? So I know one thing that we're doing for current high school seniors is leaving the stadium lights on for area high schools. Each high school has a special night, and they should be notified of this, what your special night is. But I know that we're leaving our football and soccer field stadium lights on, just kind of honoring our seniors, and I don't know, hopefully helping a little bit with some of the milestones that they are missing out on. Do any of you all know anything else fun that we have planned for incoming students?
Are they still doing the PIO and 5, which is interviewing certain, or just various staff members on campus regarding what the things that they do and what they serve how they serve on campus?
Yes, I know that that's in the More Marietta every day, so it's still going on. Thank you, Lisa. I'm not completely sure what else we have planned, unless it's a top secret to all of us, so we don't even know what's planned yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this particular panel, we're not kind of the activities group. I'm gonna tell you what I've advocated for, right? I can tell you that. So listen close. I want to throw you guys a prom, right? Like,
I actually had that idea too.
Yeah, we do formals, we do dances. So I'm thinking like that would be an opportunity. That would be a cool way that we can like have that event, but really say that it's something for the incoming class. That's what I've put forward, but
yes,
I'm in charge of the academic success, not the fun, although I like to have some fun too.
I love that idea, and I was already thinking about that too. That's funny that you brought that up. So next question. My son plans to commute to campus. Can he still eat on campus?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our dining locations also accept cash or credit card. But one of the easiest ways that you can do that if there's somebody to eat on campus regularly is they can add money to their Marietta ID card. That can be done through our website. If you go to the Marietta College website, look up dining and just click on our link, it's really simple to do. The nice thing about that is that money doesn't expire as long as they're there. Every semester we run some promos going, hey, if you put $100 on your card, we'll give you 10 extra dollars. Kind of an idea. So that's a good thing to put to, to keep your eyes out for. But yeah, super easy online order process to add money to your card, but cash and credit card are accepted at all those locations as well. And we encourage it. We think it's a great way for them to connect with their peers that live on campus. We've got a lot of our spaces that we see commuters in a lot. The Red Brick Barbecue in Upper Gilman is super popular with them. It's a good place to grab a quick lunch, and there's a little lounge area outside of there that's a really cozy spot. Clappity Cafe is located in the library space, so it's a good place for for commuter students to connect and take advantage of as well. So.
And just to piggyback that, for commuter students, the Center for Health is also available to them as well. So if they're unable to get into a local provider, they're welcome to use our services also. And we actually encourage that as well, to use that, because most likely you can probably get into us a whole lot faster than you can a provider. And they're already on campus most likely, especially if they're not feeling well. So that would save any co-pays or anything like that, because we do not bill insurance for our services.
Thank you both. Chief Weaver, I think this next question is for you. So who can I contact if I'm unable to get in contact with my student? And I know you guys do wellness checks and things like that. So do you want to touch on that?
Yep, you can call us anytime, 24 hours a day, and we're more than happy to go check on your student. Typically what we'll do is we'll go make sure the student's okay, and then just have that student give you a call. That way you're not hearing back from us, but we'll have the student actually reach back out to you. It actually happens fairly frequently, so it's not an odd thing. Additionally, Student Life can assist in that as well, but it's just easier to just give us a call, and we're happy to do it anyway. So yep, feel free to give us a call. Our phone number, by the way, is 740-376-3333. we also encourage all students to program that phone number into their phone so they can always reach us, and they always have us at a single touch of the phone.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, next question. Do the residents of the community attend college sporting events? So I will take this one. I'll say yes. We get a ton of support from the local community. And that is one of my favorite things about being a part of the Marietta College community, because no matter, if it's a play or a football game or a community baseball day, whatever it may be, you're going to see and feel the support from the residents of the community. So the answer to that is yes, definitely. Keep sending your questions in. In the meantime, I do want to let everybody know that we do still offer visits, but of course they're virtual now. So if you would like to meet with anybody on campus or speak with an admission counselor, such as myself, we can definitely help you set that up. Of course, phone calls, via Zoom, whatever works best for you. And if you do think of any questions after this webinar or would like to set up a virtual visit, just email admit@marietta.edu and we will get you in contact with whoever you need or would like to talk to. All right, so Lisa, question for you. My son is coming this fall and he is a TRI care military child. How does health services work for him? Are you able to answer that?
Yes, just because he has TRICARE, again, our services are included in tuition. We do not bill health insurance for whether it be counseling services or medical services. The only way insurance would be billed is if there's a referral. For example, if we refer to an outside provider, we are capable of doing some labs in our office as far as that goes. Like we can do strep. We actually just purchased a machine where we can test for flu A, flu B, as far as that goes here coming the winter time, which is an excellent asset to our office. So most of our stuff will go either to Memorial Health System in terms of labs. We can draw right there in our office and we'll send these out. I'm also in the process of maybe setting up a different type of a lab where it can be done locally, but that's just in the works and I can't really say much to that right now, but currently we send all of our stuff to Memorial Health System, and of course they would accept the TRICARE health insurance for something of that works.
Thank you very much. And I know that we've gotten a lot of questions over the past few weeks or so about if Marietta College plans to open as normal in the fall, start out the fall semester, on campus, live classes, all of that. So I just want to say, as of right now, we are planning to start as normal. I know that it's a very fluid situation with COVID-19 right now. So things could change, but as of right now, we do plan to start as normal in the fall, in August. Any last questions, feel free to type them in. And if any of the panelists have anything that they would like to add, maybe some questions that you get a lot that I may, have been missing or something like that. But yeah, just a few more minutes and then we'll wrap this up. So feel free to send in any last questions.
Lane, I'll jump on, kind of the last comment where you said you've had lots of questions about like what will fall look like. Mm-hmm. We don't know, right? There's just so much uncertainty about what's happening. But what we do know and what we can count on, our faculty have done this incredible pivot to make our classes a deliverable that we're doing learning online. Which is very different than online learning. I know it just sounds like semantics, but when you think about taking an online course, you log in, you listen to something, you complete the work and you submit it. I teach 2 classes a week And so Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday, I sit and I Zoom with my class. And so a lot of our professors are doing the same kind of thing, where the students are still experiencing a classroom style situation, even though it's being delivered virtually. And so if we get to fall and have to start in this process, I can guarantee you that this is going to still be the Marietta College quality education that students should expect and deserve. Our staff have done an incredible job. The Health and Wellness Center still meet with their patients, and the students who are calling in and have counseling appointments are doing it virtually. And so there's not going to be disruption to the services that are being provided. Students who have to be on campus are still being served, and our Parkhurst services have done a tremendous job of being able to completely turn the service into a no-touch. So you go in, you grab the food you are going to eat, and you're going to take it. And so people aren't browsing and touching all kinds of different serving utensils. We have done wonderful things. Our staff has just really done an amazing job to be able to continue to provide services. And so I don't want anyone to feel with that uncertainty. One thing we can assure you is that a Marietta College experience is going to continue, whether it be virtually or whether we get to be face-to-face.
Thank you so much for adding that, Amanda. Anything else you guys have to add? No? All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And again, if you have questions, would like to talk to an admission counselor, anyone on campus, be sure to email admit@marietta.edu and check out your email for the next webinars coming up. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Go Pios.
Thank you.
Stay safe.